Hey everybody, welcome back to Castle Story. Now for this series, I'm going to try something that I have no idea if it's going to work. We're building a new map, and what I want for this map is, usually when it comes to things like conquest and invasion, it's always you and your Bricktrons building up defenses while Corruptrons run up and attack you. So what I want to do is reverse that. I want to be the one attacking big structures and stuff. It's like I want to use catapults and stuff to break down walls to attack. So what I'm going to try to do here is build this cool looking fort and have the Corruptrons spawn there, and then the goal is going to be as the Bricktrons to take over that fort. I don't know how it's going to work. What's most likely going to happen is the Corruptrons are going to destroy the fort themselves before you even get there, but you know, we're going to find out together. So here we go. I completely forget how to make things in this. I don't want to make a map nearly as big as I made last time, but I don't know what a good size is. That's part of my issue. I have no idea. So let's just start off putting a giant chunk of land here. Is that big enough? I don't know. I just remember last time the map was entirely too big. Alright, that seems like it's a decent size. Let's see, a good way to test is with trees. I mean, that might be good enough for the final fort. I'm not sure. I will never be sure. I'm going to say I don't know a lot in this series because I just don't. All I know is not to make the map too big. I wish there was a way I can know if something's going to be too massive or not on this map. I guess I can look at this grid and try to figure it out, but what's crazy is you don't notice really how big your map is until you actually load it up and you have your Bricktrons running around. Like when I was building that multiplayer map, which ended up turning into a single player map because it saved over itself mid-fort, when I was building that, I didn't think it was that big, and then I realized like I ran out of room with the grid. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. And then when I loaded up the map, I'm like, oh wow, it takes like a minute and a half non-stop running from one side of the map to the other. So yeah, that was a little bit big, and I was not expecting it. Okay, so if this is like where I want the final fort to be, like I want to have elevation and stuff. I'm trying to figure out, like in my mind I have like this fort built into this mountain, and I'm pretty sure I will not be able to replicate that. But I want to have different like elevations, different walls and stuff that need to be built, and I don't know. I hope it works. I hope it looks cool. We're gonna find out together. Maybe if that might be cool. I'm just winging this as we go. Just to let you know, zero planning has gone into this. Just fired up Castle Stories, like, okay, this is what I want to do. Let's see if we can make it happen. And here we are, everybody. Here we are. So I want to turn this into a mountain, because I do want a mountain at one point. And I think this is the point. This is going to be like the end bit kind of thing. And I'm going to have mountainous terrain, and then we're going to flatten some of it out. And then we're going to have the fort on that flattened bit, path going down, walls, forts, castles, towers. We're going to have it all. I want to build something cool. I think what I mostly want to do is just build something that looks cool. And then I want to destroy it in a series. So, yeah, that's the main goal here, is build something cool and then destroy it on camera. We'll see what happens. All right, so if this is, I don't know, I kind of wish I had a bigger tool here to work with for changing the elevation, but that's probably it. Like, this is probably massive, but it just seems so tiny, like a tiny area. I don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing at all. So I'm probably ruining the game right now. Just something I'm good at doing, ruining games. Okay, so we're gonna lift all this up, giant mountain. Probably would be smarter just to time lapse something like this, but maybe in the future, maybe next episode I'll time-lapse it if I'm not getting enough done. It's kind of good to, like, tell you guys what I'm doing, my plans for this map, like I did at the start. This is very, very cube-like. I need the smooth tool. How's this gonna look with the... That might work. I don't know. Like, I don't know. What did I say at the start of this? I'm gonna say I don't know a lot because I don't know how this is gonna look. I don't know how I want to do any of it. I'm using the little bit that I learned from building my last map, implementing it here a little bit. And then for the most part, it's just me not knowing what I'm doing. It's going to be great. It's going to make for a great series and a great map. Okay. So we have a raised bit. What do trees look like next to this? All right. It's a start. It is a start. And I'm going to be smart about this when it comes to saving it, because last map I made, I ran into so many problems with save files like breaking and trying to overwrite certain things. And at one point, I had to delete all the land that I spent so much time placing and redo it so I didn't lose the structures. Oh, man, it was a mess. So we're hoping to not have to deal with that this time around. All right, so we're definitely going to want a size 20, and we're going to smooth this out. Okay. Why am I smoothing it out? You know what? It's a great question. I actually don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. All right, there's like a hole in the middle of this. I want that gone. There we go. It's something I do. Look, right here, another one. I do that all the time when it comes to elevating. Probably because I'm not doing it right. Which is fine. Which is completely fine. Okay, so that looks a little better, but I want mountainous, so I'm going to come back and probably hit it with the elevation tool again. And then, like, because look at this. With the smooth tool, it made it look rectangular square right here. I didn't want that. I want more like a natural kind of slopiness. But this might have helped. Did it? I have no idea. In my brain it did. But it might not have done anything. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to make mountains. I don't know the best way to make mountains. Then again, this is only really the third map I've ever made, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this turns out. And sure, I could watch videos of people who know what they're doing do it, but I'm incredibly lazy. So, don't count on that happening anytime soon. I mean, it looks like a mountain. It's a good start, kind of, maybe, probably. Possibly. I maybe should have lifted the grid up a little bit. Can I lower the grid at all? Okay, good, I can lower it. That was... Oh, no, what have I done? Did not mean to click that. My main concern was just not being able to build lower. Because I am going to need to build lower, but we're fine. Okay, no, I don't want... There. We want it visible, right? I think it's visible when you start doing this, so... Okay, never mind. Don't listen to me. Just don't listen to anything I say. Okay, we're going to lift that up. We're going to lift that up. Lift that up. So we made a mountain, kind of. I don't know. It looks weird. It's been a great 9 minutes we got going here. We're just placing a giant mound of dirt. Okay, so what am I going to do here? I'm going to attempt to add a plateau. Is that the plateau tool? It is. Why is it... Oh, I'm so dumb. I finally remembered how I wanted to do this. I wanted to use the... Oh, man. Yeah, okay. It's going to be a little rough. It's been a while. This is the way I wanted to do this. I knew there was a way, and I knew I wasn't doing it right for, like, mountains and stuff. Ready for this? So you use the island tool, and guess what? Look, there's a nice chunk of land that's nice and floating. Yikes. So I want to build this into the mountain, I think. It would be smart, you know, to have a castle built inside of a mountain. It's nice safety. Safety there. Is that going to be big enough? I just think I don't want to make it too big. I'm actually terrified of making it too big because that was a lot of work. And I do want to do some more things, but I don't know. What it boils down to is just I have no idea. That could be good for the final thing. Okay. This is where the final Corruptron crystal will be, like their main one. And now I need to figure out how exactly I want to do the rest of this. What structures do I want? I want a castle here. I think I want stairs going up to this. I like the height. I might put brick around this rock face. And then what else do I do? Do I put more walls? Probably. Most likely. Do I change heights? Probably. Okay, here we go. I'm just trying to think of things as I'm going here. It's going to be quite the interesting experience. I'm interested to see how it's going to turn out. What's probably going to end up happening is I'm probably going to hate everything I'm doing until like the last second. I'll be like, okay, that's not that bad. And I'll finally start to do things that I don't hate. That's usually how these things go. And of course, that is probably, yep, a little bit taller. So we need to get rid of all that. I got to remember that this thing's at 144 in case I screw something up. Okay, so we're going to land out here. Which way are we going? Oh, boy. For some reason, I decided to go in the middle here, and now I'm limited on where I'm building. So I do want to come this way. Look how awkward this angle is. It's fantastic. I might just bring it down this way. I think I'm going to do that. It should be weird. Here we go. So this is going to be the next area. So we have the main castle. Or the, I guess it wouldn't be the main. I guess this would be the main castle. This is kind of the citadel. I'm going to call, I don't know. I'm just winging it here. Maybe I'll give this a little more room as well. Because if I want to add like double walls and stuff, because it's going to be the last thing you need to take over, we're going to want a lot up here, so. Plateau, not smooth. Island tool, and we're going to raise it to 144 again. Okay. Terrain, island. Put a little more out here. Good. Okay, I like that. So now what? We're going to lower this back down to 120 something. Is it 128? I thought it was 128, but the last time I did that, everything was wonky. All right, it should all be good now. I should probably write these down somewhere. You know what? This is like the smartest thing I've done all day. I am going to write these down right now, just so I have the numbers for future reference. Because if I go and change something and need to change something back and I have no idea what the heights are, I'm going to ruin everything. And I don't really feel like ruining anything at this point. So that would be 144 and then castle 128. All right. I could just go back and look at the videos, but now I have it right here reference-wise. I think it's a smart thing. I'm proud of me. Go me. All right, where are we at? We need a lot more ground in front of here. We'll throw some walls up. How am I going to do like the edges and stuff as well? That is something I never know. I never know the best way to like do like down here along the edge. I wish there was water in this game. You could create some cool. You could create so many cool things if you can add like running water and stuff, like waterfalls and rivers and stuff. Bridges would have more of a thing. Like if you can have like a waterfall coming down here, rolling off here, and then just falling. That'd be so cool. Castle story. Come on. I thought there was like screenshots of not actual gameplay, but like concept ideas that had water in it. Maybe I'm just making stuff up. I don't know. I'm going to stop talking. Okay. Do I want to do something like that? I don't know. See, that's just a little... Okay, this is gross. Is there... Yep, there's no undo either. Boy, I would really love an undo feature as well. So we're just going to get rid of all that mess I just made. I'm going to try that again, maybe? I think I would need to lower that, and then we'd start here. Because I want to get that edge, that rounded edge along the edge there. I guess that would be good. Possibly. Maybe. I liked how this thing stuck out of the mountain circular, but I'm going to try to smooth this corner out because this corner, I don't know. Let's see if I hate this or not. This might be game ruining. Hold on. Let me save before I attempt to do something that I might hate. Save. New map will be, ooh. I have no idea what I'm going to call this. New map. It'll be known as new map from here on out. Welcome to new map, everybody. Alright, so let's try smoothing this and... gross! Okay, so when I say gross, I 100% mean gross. I probably should have kept that intensity down a little bit. Yeah, no, because then I'd have to do that along this entire thing, and it just looks weird. Does it look weird? Hold on. I could put slopes down, but I don't want slopes. I want to make it out of brick. And I want to have like a brick wall wrapping around this thing. So yeah, gross. Gross, gross, gross. Maybe for like a tower or something in the future I could do something like that, but not right now. So we're going to quit to main menu. Oop. Almost exited to desktop. Play. World editor. Is it here? Hey, new map. There we go. Alright. So, that's the importance of saving. You're gonna do something that you hate, and then you won't be able to get rid of it. Well, guess what? It's like it never even happened. And now, we have music playing in the background, too. So what I'm gonna do here instead is lift up this corner. I think this is essentially what I wanted to do. But it didn't work with the tool I was using. Okay, see, this is good. Things are working. Well, 75 and 9. That's a pretty good... Pretty good elevation tool. Alright, so we have that there. I guess we would need to do the same over here. This music, though. It's relatively new. I guess what I can kind of do is... slope it down like that. Into the ground. Alright. Now what? I need to raise this. It's not up high enough. What do I want? I'm probably going to have walls and stuff. We got these natural walls here now. I wish it was easier jumping between building and editing ground. I really wish it was easier. I wish I could place blocks in this editor. It would make so many things so much easier. But I can't. Okay, so this is what my plan is so far. We're going to have like a Citadel castle here with walls. The final Corruptron crystal is going to be up here. Along this wall, we're going to have a bunch of bricks stacked up. We'll have staircases going down. We're going to have some kind of castle here. And that's what I have so far. Maybe I should make... Ooh. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, how much building I should have, how much things I should have. So I'll have a castle here. Then what I can do is... I know what I'm going to do. We're going to have a thing outside the castle. And when I say thing outside the castle, I mean a moat. And by a moat, I guess it's pretty much just going to be a trench, but... Gonna make it happen. Alright, so we're gonna need the grid to be lowered to... That's 5. Yeah, that's good. So you're gonna have to build over this thing. Or maybe I'll build a bridge. You can run over the bridge. Or maybe I'll make you have to build your own bridge. Maybe that's what I'll do. That might be fun. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. So we're gonna get the island. Oh no, what happened there? Hold on. Don't raise. That's not it. Don't lower. That's it. Okay. That's the one I want. Building the bottom of this island's gonna be weird. I'm telling you right now, just because of whatever's happening here. But I'm not really too concerned about the bottom of the island. I'm just concerned about the everything else. Everything else. I'm also really curious to see how the Corruptrons are going to behave. I'm telling you, they're just going to end up attacking their own stuff. The castle and stuff. Well, that can be part of it. Okay, so it's your castle. You want to take it back before the Corruptrons destroy too much of it. Boom. We now have a storyline. Easy. All right. So there's the moat. Okay, that's a little too big. All right. It's working. So now what we want don't lower. We want to get the grid. I need to end this here. Never mind. Next episode, we'll continue. So, citadel, castle, moat. Then we're going to have like towers and stuff outside, more walls. And eventually we'll have your little base camp with all the supplies and stuff you'll need to attack. And it should be interesting if it works. It should be fun. We're just going to have to wait and see. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, share the video if you enjoyed. That helped it a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you next time.